Okay. I just gotta sit here and wait for somebody to show up. I can start talking about stuff that matters to only me. Because that's what these are about. My problem is I wonder who else is live, and they're probably gonna pull all the people from me. So I don't know why I picked Wednesday. I know Pete's on Wednesday. He was on last. He's on every day, isn't he? Hey, there he is, Sam. Hey, Sam. Still planning it. Haven't gotten a definite on when, but it will be in October this month. I'm not sure when, but
You can do it this
oh,
Saturday
oh, this Saturday.
if you want
Oh,
to.
well, hey Sam, how about this Saturday? You want to stop by the house and do a live stream on Saturday? Let me know.
Or next Saturday.
Or next
whichever.
Saturday. Candy, how are you? I don't know, Sam. I don't know if he's still here or not. Did you? Okay, well, I got a whopping two. Is somebody else live right now? Does anybody know this? Can anybody tell me? Because I did this 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday, and it was okay at this time because it's still early. Because here in Florida, it's 7 o'clock, but it's 6 o'clock, and mighty fine, thank you. How you been doing? I've been doing fine. The washing machine is playing its little tune. We have a washer and dryer that when it's done, it plays this. We don't even know what the song is, but it plays a song. Let me adjust this camera here for a minute, real quickly here. Oh boy. Oh shit. Hang on a second, folks. Here, my camera's all fucked up here. Yeah, Sammy. There we go. Linda Carter. Fudge. Wonder Woman. Okay, that's not gonna work. See, this is what happens when you have a stand that you find while you're dumpster diving. Yeah, this is the first time it's ever failed on me, though. Sam, I don't know what time. Do you want to come by early and do it? Because if you're going to have a beer, my friend, you're going to have to stay here for at least 2 hours after. And that's just for my own personal safety. Not that I don't trust you or your decisions behind the wheel, but it just helps me out better that way. Because technically, I could get in a lot of trouble if you leave here and I ended up giving you alcohol and you crash. It just wouldn't work. So let's start off by talking about, first off, I hope all you, Miss Mary, how are you? How's the People's Republic of Illinois with your illustrious leader, Kim Sung Pritzker, the Pillsbury Doughboy of governors? Tell you what, I'm so happy that I do not live in Illinois anymore. I don't think I could handle it out there anymore. You came in, you looked at me like something was wrong. Okay. So Sam, I don't know, between 5 and 7, if that works for you. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, people, Sam, if those of you who have Sam Tampa on your watch list, also Sam Neal, he goes by. He's going to come to my house this Saturday, and we're going to do a live stream today because it's going to be in celebration of his birthday. And my birthday's coming up. I'm going to be 59 here in 12 days? 12 days? How's 1 or 2? Oh, 1 or 2? Yeah. I mean, I'll do that too, man. That's no problem. It's whenever you can make it, Sam. Whenever you can make it. Just let's set a time here. Whenever. I don't know. Okay. But definitely stop by this Saturday. I will contact Miranda, and she can give you the address to get out here. It's not that hard. I'm just in Port Richey, so it's not that very very hard to do or find. Just Sorry, I thought I saw something outside. But I wonder how many people are going to be watching the vice presidential debate tonight between Pence, yay, and that whore, what's her name? Kamala Harris, the one who slept her way to the top. Yeah, that's always a nice thing. You gotta give her a little bit of credit though. Just for the fact that she did get what she wanted by using sex. What are you gonna do? I still don't like the woman. I don't know how can Biden hang on, let me ask mommy. Do you want him to bring Miranda for the night? Jesus, this stand. This thing is terrible. Hang on, I gotta switch this stand out. Hang on, folks. He wants to bring Miranda. Hang on, I'm looking for the other one. Oh, I don't know where it's at. Damn it. Oh, there it is. So, let me go back to my trusty one here. Sorry. 7 o'clock snuck up on me really fast. It's going to get real wobbly and crazy looking here. Sorry for the crazy camera work. But I got to switch stands because this thing is terrible now. I lost the ability for it to hold correctly. So hang on a second, folks. Hang on. There we go. Let me just pop it up over this one now. Oh, there we go. Oh, I lost something. Did I lose something? There we go. There. This is the old one that I was using. This is actually from a store called Five Below. They sell these. I mean, what do you want for $5? I didn't pay $5 for it. I got it for free. Sam, to answer your question, if you want to bring Miranda, if she's available and she's not out partying that weekend like she normally does, I think she's. I don't know. Is she working the strip club that weekend? I'm asking her mom.
I don't know her work schedule.
You don't know her work schedule? Okay. So, yeah, Sam, I would get with her first and ask her if she's going to be not busy and if she would like to come and see the people that she lives with every now and then. Just duct tape it. I don't have to because now it's stable. Unlike me, but it is stable. So yes, Sam, I'll see her tonight at the Republican meeting and ask her. She's gonna say yes. I know she is. So I guess in that aspect, we can do a. I almost said something that's gonna sound dirty. We can celebrate all of the birthdays. Yours was in September. Hers is in October. Mine's in October. Actually, hers is. Hey Jeff, how's it going? Her birthday is actually a week after mine. Mine is on the 18th. Hers is on sometime after that. I don't know.
25th.
The what?
25th.
Yeah, it's someday. All I know is one day there's a cake here and she's all happy. So, because come on, let's face it. After the 18th, does it really matter? Does it really matter? No, it doesn't.
Does the 18th really matter?
Yes, the 18th matters a great deal.
To you?
Yes, to me. Of course. This is a milestone birthday for me. I am going to be, hey Brian, B-Dub, what's up, buddy? Milestone birthday. I'm going to be 59 years old. 59. And there ain't nobody more shocked at the fact that I'm going to be 59 than me. Okay? If you knew my past, people, I have done some pretty dumb shit. All right, Jim, got to go ahead and get ready for public. All right, Sam, we'll talk to you later. Yeah, just get with Miranda tonight and tell her whatever you want to get here. Between 3 and 5. Let's narrow it down to between 3 and 5. I don't know why I'm doing this with my fingers, but I am. Between 3 and 5 this Saturday, and then I'm going to start. I'll promote this. You promote it on your end. Again, if anybody's curious as to what I'm referring to, Sam Neal, who's also known as Sam Tampa, out here is going to be here at my place, here at my house, this Saturday, and we are going to do a live stream. Just me and him. He's celebrating. He turned 21, and like I said earlier, I'm going to be turning 59. Really odd. Uh, but I mean, I don't know how old the average person is out here right now. I mean, is there anybody out here who's 59 years old? Is there anybody that's watching me right now that's even in their past 50, let's say? I just want to get an idea for the age of that I'm dealing with here. I know there's a lot of people in their 40s. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything because she might not want nobody to know. But not you. No, I was talking about somebody else. Okay, she acknowledged it. Okay, Margot. Yeah. I had a feeling, Margot, you were a little bit older than me. But we'll leave it at that. But speaking of age, and as you get older, I saw something on Facebook that was pretty funny. It said, the older I get, the less stops I want to make on the way home from work. And that is very true. When I get out of work at 4:30, I'm on the bike by 4:31 and I'm down the road. Oh, Margot, you're 60? Oh, you're not that bad. I mean, not that. I thought you were a little bit younger than me, actually, to tell you the truth. But yeah, being 59, and I'm the oldest of my father's children, the ones that we know about, and the ones that have come along and had said, hey, by the way, guess what? Your dad is my dad. Which is always fun. That's always a fun goddamn thing. When you here, quick story. My grandfather died. I was probably 26, 27. You're old enough, Jeff. And my grandfather had passed away. So my dad says, we're going to drive down to Mississippi from Illinois. Okay. So I'm thinking it's going to be me and my dad. And I'm not looking forward to the trip, but I'm looking forward to spending time with my father in a closed environment. Maybe I can pick his brain on the way, get some more information about, some things like who the fuck my mother was, how many other kids do you have that we don't know about, just the average things that a guy talks to his dad about. So we're driving, and we're not even out of the county we live in. And he says, oh, we have to go over to Sally's house. Now, this is a woman I've known my whole life, who I suspect is my mother. Because she was extremely loose, and my dad couldn't keep his dick in his pants to save his life when he was younger. And I wonder where I get it from. No, I'm not. Just kidding. When was I younger, but not now. I would never do that now. No, I wouldn't do that now. Only because I really, really, really love the woman I'm married to. I often tell her if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be living in a cardboard box behind Publix with a sign that says, please help. Jesus loves you. But we're me and my dad. So we go over to this lady, Sally's house. And I'm asking him, I said, well, what the hell does Sally have to do with your father, my grandfather? Oh, yeah, well, we have to go pick up Tommy. Now, this is her son. I said, why would we have to go pick him up? Oh, well, he's kind of like, he's kind of like half your brother. Okay, Dad, great. Well, the little shit didn't want to come. Fantastic. Well, we get down there, and I can't ask my dad anything. My dad doesn't talk about anything in the past, and his favorite answer is, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're talking about. So, and I've not spoken with my father since, oh my God, a long time. Here is a classic example of how my dad's family, the woman he married, had 3 kids. Okay, the boy died, drugs, being a dumb fuck, just a worthless waste of human breath, and 2 daughters. Well, my stepmother passes away. I find out about it via Facebook 2 or 3 months later by somebody who didn't even know that I didn't know. She just casually said, oh, I'm sorry to hear about your stepmom. So what about her? Did she trip or something? No, she passed away. What? Really? They never contacted me. Never contact me. I've been in Florida for 2.5 years. They have never gone out of their way to contact me, to let me know about anything in the family. Nothing. And it's because they want my dad's house, cars, money, stocks, pension. And I mean, it's terrible because the one stepsister, they're both married to idiots. Okay, the one guy does nothing but goes to China all the time and has sex with Asian whores and then brings home sexual diseases to his wife, and she just laughs it off because he makes money. The other one's married to a complete idiot. Oh, I'm sorry, Candy. That's terrible. I see, Candy. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. If I had my way, I always wanted to come from a big family where everybody got together on the weekends, or everybody played a different instrument. And you had a little family get together, a bonfire, and all that. I mean, when my dad married this woman, we had that in the beginning. It was actually very okay. It was nice, but she drank way too much. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I know how you feel. My mother was well, the woman who portrayed the part of my mother for the first 13 years of my life. Uh, she was an evil person, just a god awful evil person. Uh, and that her family, I mean, birth certificate says her name on it. I don't know. I really don't know. But we're done talking about that. That's depressing shit. We want to talk about the vice presidential debate tonight. Now, me and Lisa, we go out on our Harley every Saturday and Sunday, weather permitting. And what we get it. Oh, look at that. Does it look like I got little horns coming out of my head? Look at that. Look at that.
You do.
I do. No, but the clock back here, the two little things, if I sit just like this, it looks like I got two horns coming out of my head. See all about that. I'll just become a heavy metal rocker, that's all. But anyway, we go out on our Harley Saturday and Sundays. Candy says hello, Lisa.
Well,
And what we do is a little game is we like to see how many Trump signs we see, and we like to see how many Biden signs we see. Well, here in Florida, I can happily tell you there are way more Trump signs than there are Biden signs. But there's a place down the road from us called Hudson Beach. It's in Hudson, Florida. Good thing they named it Hudson Beach. On the way down there's a road, and there's one guy who's got this huge sign that covers up half of his pier on the water, and it says Biden 2020. Biden Harris 2020. It's the only sign I've ever really seen. Oh, what state are you in, Candy? I'm just curious. So, but today coming home, I saw the epitome of a Biden supporter male. This guy was the geekiest looking dipshit you ever wanted to see, driving a Prius. Oh, Illinois. Yeah. I escaped Illinois. He's driving a Prius, okay? And of course, every dipshit in the world who has a freaking Prius has to have that stupid bumper sticker on the back that says coexist. Well, coexist with my fist, bitch. Okay? Those people are the most intolerant people in the world if you disagree with their life or their views or anything of that nature. It's ridiculous. But next to, now it gets better. Hang on, folks. Next to this coexist bumper sticker is another bumper sticker that says Biden. Biden for president. Okay. Supporting your guy. I get it. I got no problem with that. It's the sticker that was underneath it that I didn't like. The sticker underneath it, and I am quoting it verbatim. I fucking hate Donald Trump is what the bumper sticker said. Now see, somebody's going to grab that out of this video, and they're going to cut that part where it just said, I hate you. They're going to say, see, he doesn't like him either. But yes, Candy, Miss Mary is in the People's Republic of Illinois too, under the watchful eye of the dictator Pritzker. I heard that he's trying to make it mandatory that you guys wear masks no matter where you're at, including your house. I don't know how true that is. God bless America. How are you? I bet the Biden science forgot how they got there. You know, that's what you have to ask yourself. As a logical thinking human being, you have to ask yourself, can you listen to a man who, when he's asked a question, never answers it, never says anything coherent, and then smiles like a doofus, like he just answered the world's biggest question, like, wow, what's life mean, and who wrote the book of, whatever, and, and then, furthermore, how can you vote for a man who calls the man he's debating a moron, an idiot, a clown, tells him to shut up? Do you want that kind of a doofus sitting in the White House? Because if Biden gets into the office, into the White House, Biden, under no circumstances, is going to be running the country. He is going to be a puppet. They are just going to be pulling his strings left and right. Say this, Joe. Say this, Joe. And Joe ain't going to care because Joe's going to say, well, 47 years in politics, and I finally made president. Now I can lube up America's butthole because I'm going to ream it out. Because that's what he wants to do. What's her name? Kamala Harris? I don't even know how you say her fucking name. Kamala? Is that it? Kamala? Am I pronouncing it right? Yeah? Okay. I'm just going to call her the dumb bitch. She has already stated that if she gets into... Yeah, we see that a lot down here too, Brian. We see people walking and driving by themselves wearing a mask. Heels up Harris. Yeah, we'll be on our knees before... You're absolutely right there. Absolutely right. I remember our good friend, the Deplorable Bobby, headboard Harris. I like that one too. Deplorable Bobby. He used to have some of the Cory Booker. Meet me in the bathroom, Booker. He used to always call him, and I love that. I always thought that was funny. And then the campaign signs, knee pads and pee pads. That's funny. I love that stuff. I just don't understand how people can listen to that man talk and say, yeah, I'm going to go vote for him. And the funny thing is if you ask these people, you're voting for Biden, and they go, yeah, why? Is it his political agenda? No, I hate Donald Trump. How do you vote for somebody based on the hatred for somebody else? Would you not wait and say, well, you know what, this Donald Trump guy, I'm not liking him, but maybe there's a better candidate 4 years from now? Of course, if they're all Democrats, there's no such thing as a good candidate because they're all evil bastards. Oh, and yeah, they have no clue. They just hate Trump. That's why they vote Biden. Not because of what he can do. It's because he's not Donald Trump, and I hate Donald Trump, and I'm not going to vote for him. Well, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous way to think about life. It really is. Because you're going to vote for a president or for a man who wants to turn us into a socialist country because you hate another guy who wants to give us capitalism, fair trade, a great lifestyle, reduction in the government, all the things that Trump and Republicans are standing for right now. And then you got these idiots. They rank right up there with the Black Lives Matter, Antifa. I'm sorry, Antifa is not an organization. It is just an idea. Quote Biden. His handlers, their heads had to be exploding when he said that. What are you doing, Joe? Shut up. Antifa. And I'm sure some of you know a while back, they've changed it since, but a while back, if you typed in www Antifa, it went right to a fundraising page for Joe Biden and Kumadum Harris. Kumadum Harris, that's what I'm going to call her. Kumadum Harris. And of course, when it made big news, they immediately shut that down. But I did see it from my own eyes, and I should have screenshotted it. Screenshotted? Screenshot it. Started talking like a Democrat. I'm going to screenshot it. But like here in Florida, in my area, we have some local pages here in Pasco County. And these local pages, there's always this woman out there, peaceful protesters wanted for Black Lives Matter protest on Little Road or on 19. And clan of Tifa. More puppets for the CCP. Absolutely right. But these people are always wanting peaceful protesters for the Black Lives Matter. And every now and then I'll go by it because I just want to see who's there. And it's like the same 4 middle-aged white women. And I just want to look at them and go, do you understand why you're here? This has nothing. Black Lives Matter has nothing to do with Black Lives Mattering. And here's proof. There is a young woman out here, Caitlin Bennett. I'm sure a lot of you have seen Caitlin. She's on Facebook a lot. She got famous for taking a picture with an AR-15 strapped to her back in front of her college when she graduated. Good for her. I would hope that my daughter Miranda will have a picture taken of her holding both of our guns. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, great. Apparently in Florida here, Dennis Phillips is live. Dennis Phillips is our local weatherman who is the geekiest guy in the world. He wears 80s suspenders and he talks like this. It's really funny. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Margot. BLM has no black people so-called protesting. I never see a single black or Hispanic person at the local Black Lives Matters here in Florida. It's always middle-aged white women shouting at people, Black Lives Matter! And I would love to stop and ask them, do you know what Black Lives Matter means? Do you know the true definition of it? And they can't tell you. They can't tell you. Now, back to Caitlin Bennett. Caitlin Bennett was accosted in one of her videos by 2 black girls who started their conversation out by calling her a stupid cunt. Excuse my language. I know that's a trigger word for a lot of women. I'm not using it. I'm explaining it. I have to be pretty mad at a woman before I'll use that word with her, which I've done it with 3 girls in my life because they were. One divorced me and took basically everything from me, and the other 2 tried to take everything from me, and I just let it happen. But Caitlin, being the professional that she is, she stops and talks to him. Well, can you people talk to me here about, this? No, you're an idiot. Okay, well, explain to me your point. And one girl's wearing a Black Lives Matters t-shirt. So she says, well, in Black Lives Matter, can I ask you, do the people who were killed, the black individuals that were killed in Chicago over the weekend, do their lives matter? And the girl looked at her and said, no. She said, well, what about all the black babies that are aborted? Do their lives matter? No. She goes, well, then whose Black Lives Matters? And she says, mine. So, and you called Cuomo, yeah, you told me about that. That was funny. That you got 7 days out because of that. So, it's just funny to me that since this pandemic started, the media bullshit lie about the flu bug, okay, it might be a little bit stronger of a strain like an H1N1, but you're not going to freaking die from it. If you're in fairly decent health, you're not going to die from it. And for a while they're here in Florida, oh my God, we were hearing such horror stories. 2,000 people died overnight. Really? Oh, well. And then a couple days later, well, out of those 2,000 people, 500 of them had pre-existing conditions. And the other 500 they were over the age of 90. And the 1,000 that were left, well, they had cancer. They just simply forget to tell you that the people who are dying have compromised immune systems and they're in very poor health. Okay? Now, if I'm in poor health and I catch the flu, yeah, I'm going to worry. But I don't understand. Oh, the dryer's singing its tune now. Wednesday is wash day, so we do laundry Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now that we have our own.
We?
I do it.
You're not doing it today.
I don't do it with you, but. Oh!
Like you're worth me doing it with you.
How's Flo? Tactical technician, he heard you. How's Flo? Oh, I love that. I love that. Major Mayhem, how are you, sir? I saw something there, Tactical Tech. You are always comparing. Oh God, what's the guy's name? No. Who's the guy you do videos that show how stupid he is with his gun safety? I can't remember the guy's name. But there was a beautiful picture on Facebook the other day. It showed a girl holding a rifle, and the stock was up here. So she's holding it like this with the stock up here, and the gun's this way. And she's got her finger like this backwards on the trigger. So the gun it's crazy. Yes, Grandmaster J, that's the guy. And the caption was, another successful graduate from the Grandmaster J School of Shooting. And the first thing I thought was, oh, geez, that's Major Mayhem's favorite thing right there. And then it just kind of, so your videos do make me think, because if you told me Grandmaster J, I would think you were talking about a rapper. That's how much I know about the guy. But that was Grandmaster Flash, I believe. He was the first guy. Don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. That's all I know from the song. Because that was like one of the first songs that came out where it was rap, and people were going, rap? What the fuck's that mean? Rap? I ain't heard rap since the 60s when people say, hey man, let's rap, dude. Needs firearms classes. NFA's, okay, I don't get that one. Damn, Jim. FJ is live. Who's FJ? Oh, me. Duh. I'm sorry, I don't... See, I'd put my glasses on except for one thing. These things make me look ridiculous. But they are so perfect. They really are. I can read everything. I take them off and everything's a blur. So if I stumble over what you guys are writing... Yeah, I got you, California Critic. I got you. I got it at the last second there. And this is why, because I didn't have these things on Papa Jim. No, I'm not Papa Jim, thank you. I would have to have numerous children to be called Papa Jim. And I only have one. Well, I actually have 3 stepkids. But 2 of them still live in Illinois. And, of course, everybody knows Miranda. And Miranda is in Tampa. And she always has a hey Brian, you'll get it. These are dumpster dive finds. Oh, look at my mouth. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Oh, get that screen off there. Ah. Yeah. But yeah, Brian, you'll understand. Dumpster dive specials. These are the best glasses I've ever found. I just hate the fact that they make me look like I'm... See, I need to wear them like this. Like that. Those glasses are almost like Army... I don't know what Army BCGS is. Is that basic stuff that they give you? Oh, you're talking about those Army glasses, the black ones that make everybody look like a nerd? And you wish you wore contacts when you were in the Army? Yeah. A lot of Army pictures these guys always look the same with those pictures. The ones that got these glasses on, they're always like, I don't know, birth control glasses. I don't know, let me see. Hey, Lisa, you want to have sex with me?
I didn't want you to want to have sex with you without the glasses.
Okay. You see what I put up with? Do you see?
Oh, poor baby. Are you going to turn into a Democrat now?
Yes, I'm going to start crying and demand that the world do everything for me, but I'm not going to do anything for you. That's the way the Democratic Party works. Major Mayhem, I did not watch your last couple of videos. I'm sorry. Hey, Tony Patriot, how are you, man? How are you? Democrat Jeff. No, that's Jeff B. You got good. Tactical technician says, Flofo, got you good. She got you good, you fucker. I think out of everybody that I watch on a regular basis who does live shows, Pete the Patriot, Tony Patriot, all them guys, I think I probably have cornered the market. If I had a cuss jar, I would be able to solve the national debt. I know a lot of people don't like it, and I can only apologize to you, but that's who I am. I can weave a tapestry of swear words like Betsy Ross sewed the first flag, Like I said, I know it's some people have a hard time with it, but if you ever encountered me on my Harley and I didn't like you, oh, you'd hear it. Or if you cut me off, like today, oh my goodness. I was leaving work and I was coming back home for lunch because I only work about 9 minutes down the road. And I'm coming back. I need to fucking stop swearing. Okay. Shit. That was Tactical Technician. I was reading his comment, as you can see. It die of obesity. He said if I had a cuss jar, it would die of obesity. Yes, I am so fucking good with words. Yes, spelled sofa king, SOFAKING. I love that. You ever see that video where that guy hands his dad this piece of paper and he says, "Read this piece of paper, Dad," and he goes, "I am sofa king we tarded." And he looks at his kid, he goes, "What? What's this mean?" And they're all laughing. "Read it again, Dad." "I am so fucking retarded." And this goes on for like 5 minutes, and finally that light bulb goes on over his head, and he's like, "You son of a bitch." But anyway, I'm coming home for lunch, and of course I'm on my Harley, and I'm on 19 in Florida, in Pasco County. Let me just put it this way. There are people who actually have bumper stickers on their cars that say, "Pray for me, I drive 19." Okay, it's crazy. Russian drivers make it look better driving over there than down 19. So it takes a certain amount of skill, and you're constantly looking. I mean, I'm in my mirrors, looking ahead, looking behind me, everything. So I'm in a merge lane. I'm going to merge into traffic. There's a turn lane in front of the merge lane to go into a business. A lady flies around me in an SUV, then turns right in front of me to make the turn to go into this parking lot. Well, I have to, hit the hooks, and I go from 50 down to like 10 in just a couple of seconds. And she looks at me and has the audacity to flip me the bird. Well, I was not quite in traffic yet, so I decided to hold back and educate her on her inability to drive. And one of the favorite things I like to do to people when they do shit like this, I look at them and I go, use your goddamn eyes, or get off your phone. And or if they're on their phone, what I'll do is I'll cruise up alongside of them, and if I know they're engrossed in their phone, pull the clutch in, throttle down, scares the shit out of them. I love doing that. I know one of these days somebody's going to do something to me and they're going to hurt me, I know. But life is what it is. You got to have fun with it. Live it to the fullest. That's what I like to try to do. I'm not doing it currently, but it's because I'm 59. The only thing I want to do is come home, sleep, and go to bed. And then get up on Saturday. That's the great thing about being older. You automatically, I don't know what it is with the human body. You hit a certain age and you don't need an alarm clock. My alarm's set for 6:30 in the morning. I'm up at 6:15, sometimes 5. And then I don't go to bed sometimes until 11. One night I went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Because I average about 4 to 5 hours a night of sleep. And the rest of the time, I'm up and down, up and down, up and down. I just can't seem to get comfortable. Plus, I've got the back hurts sometimes, so it makes it a little hard to sit in certain positions, or to lay in certain positions. Why not? At least that's the excuse I give Lisa. So oh, I'd like to, but my back hurts. That's okay. She just calls up her boyfriend, and they go off and have a good time. She comes home, she's happy, and I like that. So I don't have to deal with her that much. And now my Rottweiler is over here huffing. Hey, what are you doing? My Rottweiler is literally laying on the living room floor, and all she's doing is going. I think she's just bored. But that was my adventures on my Harley today. I have adventures on it often. Mostly because, this is good. The other day I was coming to work, and I fly by one of the other guys, one of our counter guys, fly by him in a car. And yeah, I was cruising. I was going probably 70, 75. And I fly by him. And he actually yells at me at work that one day I'm going to kill somebody. I don't care if you die. It's like, thanks, Ken. You don't care if I die. You just worry if I kill somebody else. Well, they're innocent people, and you shouldn't be doing that. And that's crazy. And this is a guy who is also 59, but he acts like he's 90. He will literally sit there at work, and you'll talk to him, and I'm not exaggerating. He'll sit there, and he'll do this. And you go, Ken, what are you doing? Oh, excuse me. And he'll go, oh, I have vertigo today. I can barely stand up. I can't see out of my right eye. I can't hear out of my left ear. I don't know how I'm going to make it through the day. And then 5 minutes later, he's in there punching his computer screen because he's frustrated at it. I don't get people like that. I just don't. My philosophy is simply this. I get up, I go to work, I do the best I can. I try to make everybody as happy as I can. Doesn't work every day. And then I come home. And I forget about that place. I work with this real immature 29-year-old. I mean, this guy walks around going, yeah. I'm not exaggerating. That's what he does. Today, he stuck his finger in one of our counter guys' belly button. And he held it there. And I said to the guy, I said, Jesus Christ, how do you put up with that? I said, man, if he ever did that shit to me, he'd be pulling back a fucking bloody stump. I don't play that game. I don't want to know some guy sticking his finger in my goddamn belly button. I don't even like my finger in my belly button. Why the hell would I want his in there? Some people just never mature. They just never get past that certain mental age of 12 to 15. And he's one of them. He just does not. And our boss has created a monster with him. He lets him do whatever he wants, and it's really brings morale down when he's there. But the guy will try to make me do work, and he'll try to get me upset, and he'll try to say shit to me. And hey, I'm almost 60. I don't give a shit what you do. There's only a couple things that'll trip my trigger. One, he says anything about Lisa, because he goes to Lisa's work to make deliveries sometimes. He ever says anything about her in a disparaging way, I'll lose my job that day, because I'll deck his fucking teeth right out of his mouth. Second thing, if he ever says anything about my daughter, I will have to hurt him, because those are the two things that you don't mess with. And if you have a problem with another man, you don't mess with his house, his family, his dogs, his wife, his kids, his cars, his motorcycles. You go right to him. You look him square in the eye and say, I have a problem with you. You don't take it out like a little pussy on their family. And that's the type of guy this guy is. He would do that, When I got my bike, immediately we had to hear the stories about how he had a crotch rocket that was, so fast, and, it left vapor trails. It was so fast, man. And I didn't drive it very much because I took it to shows, man. And I won first place every show I went to. Yeah. Okay. Just like where Lisa works, they got a new girl there, and she's one of these types. If you climb Mount Everest Tuesday, she did it 5 times last week, just because she was bored. I don't understand that shit either. Why do you have to top everybody? Why can't you just enjoy people for what they are doing? If somebody has a great story, you don't believe it? Okay, don't believe it. You don't have to say anything. Just go, okay, great story. Walk away. Walk away. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. You know, it's like a few weeks ago I was telling some of these guys, like I said earlier in the video, I have done some very sketchy, ridiculously stupid shit when I was younger. Okay, I think we all have. But I mean, this is stupid normal shit for people when they're younger. This is where I was, okay? And a couple times I was up here. It took me a while to bring it down here. Now it's down here, okay? I might get mouthy with somebody every now and then. I might say do some stupid things, but it's nothing that's going to really affect me terribly. The stuff I did when I was younger would. Classic example. I was talked into when I lived in Tennessee. I was talked into accompanying a gentleman in a car to Georgia because he was taking his brother his car. And he just wanted me to come along for the ride, help drive. So we drive all the way down to Georgia. We get to Georgia, and he pops the trunk open, and I look in the trunk, and there's like 2 garbage bags. And I said to him, I said, hey, man, what's with the garbage bags? He goes, oh, well, that's what we put the Coke in. I said, you drove all the way to Georgia to get Coke, to bring Coke? Isn't the Coca-Cola plant right here in Georgia, in Atlanta? You couldn't get Coca-Cola anywhere else? You had to bring your own? No, you know, Coke. Yeah, so we drove from Tennessee to Georgia with 2 free passes to felony prison in the trunk. I didn't know about it. Oh, and then after we got there, I found out that the car had no brake lights. Okay? Stupid shit this guy has done. Not real proud of the stupid shit, some things that I've done, but that's just one of them. There's other things, folks. Trust me, the things I can tell you that I've done. Most of you would say you're full of shit, and yes, you're right. But it's true. I've done some ridiculous goddamn things. Some things I can't talk about, shouldn't talk about, because there still actually might be somebody looking for me. I don't know. But I've always managed to never get arrested. Well, I've been arrested, but I've never been prosecuted. I've never been prosecuted for anything relating in my stupidness. The most I got arrested for one night was me and 3 other guys, we went around the town I was from, and we siphoned, I mean, yeah, this is childish shit, but we siphoned, oh God, probably 40, 50 gallons of gas out of cars in a parking lot, and we got caught. I think I was 19 at the time, and we had this great plan. We were going to sell the gas to people for 50 cents a gallon, and so we had this garage filled with 5-gallon gas cans. We're just going to have people come, hey, want some gas? Come on over here. 50 cents a gallon. Just stupid shit like that. I've never done anything where I've hurt somebody. No, I've never hurt anybody. One thing that I did do, and me and some friends of mine, we did rob a drug dealer in Chicago one time. That was interesting. Running down the street of Boys Town with a big bag of drugs, and you forget where the frickin' L train is. Here you got 2 guys. 3 o'clock in the morning walking down. Oh, what street was it? I was either Addison or Madison, I forget, but we have a brown paper garbage or shopping bag, and it's literally filled with an assortment of pharmaceuticals. And as we're walking, I said to the guys, hey, dude, where are we going? We're going to the L train. I said, okay, where's the L train? I don't know. Okay, great. Why don't we just call the Chicago PD right here and tell them where we're at, because God damn it, we're going to get arrested. And we didn't get arrested. We made it back here or back to our houses, and we took the train. Now that's planning. Hey, let's go rob a drug dealer. Let's take the train. So we all do stupid shit. We all do it. It's just a degree of how stupid you want to get. But speaking of stupid, I am absolutely going to enjoy tonight watching Pence rip Kamala Harris apart. Because you know she is going to be on the defensive. She is going to be balls out on the defensive. She is going to try everything in her power to make that man look bad. And if I'm not mistaken, there's nothing they have on Mike Pence, right? He's clean, right? He's like Catholic boy, choir boy clean. The man has no past. I think he was cloned 4 years ago for President Trump to have a running mate that was clean. But Kamala Harris, you know, is just going to try to rip them apart. And if you follow Ben Shapiro at all, Ben Shapiro pointed out today in his video that there were certain questions that Mike Pence should ask her, such as, do you still feel that Joe Biden is a creepy pedophile, as you've called him in the past? See, that's another thing I don't get about people. How can you look at somebody and say, you're a creepy pedophile, and then a couple months later go, yeah, I'll run with you. What the hell? I mean, I know these political partnerships are created by the powers that be, but how do you do that? And Biden, how do you sit there and look at this woman? How do you wrap your arms around this woman and embrace her when she called you a pedophile? He is a pedophile, but how do you go about embracing that person? I think the problem is Joe Biden is so senile that Joe Biden, they just said, hey, Joe, here, this lady here, you might know her. And he went, oh my God, it's Aunt Jemima. And so he thinks it's Aunt Jemima. Why do I keep saying Aunt? Where'd that come from? But Aunt. He thinks it's Aunt Jemima that's his running mate. So, of course, he's going to help bring her out of poverty and get her a new wardrobe so she doesn't have to dress like, what's her name from Gone with the Wind? Mammy, was that her name? Mammy? Or Betsy. Betsy, the oh boy, I almost slipped big time. The housemaid. I almost said something else. I'm sorry. I have Southern blood in me, and I know you're not supposed to use that word. I know. But I grew up hearing it. I grew up understanding it. That was just the Southern life. So it has no nastiness to it, no put down effect to it to me. It's just another word, and it doesn't mean shit to me. I think there's a lot worse things you can call people. Jesus, sounds like somebody in our backyard. So, but is anybody else? You guys are you gonna watch the presidential or vice presidential debates tonight? Is anybody gonna watch them, or is it just such a low key thing that you don't care because it's Kamala Harris? She's gonna look stupid tonight. You know that. She is going to look ridiculous tonight because she looks ridiculous most of the times. She's also said that when, not if, when me and Biden get to be in office, the first thing we're going to do is sign a presidential executive order and ban all guns. So if you have a gun, I suggest you go out and you buy a gun that's unregistered and you hide it somewhere very well in your house. Because she's talking about implementing task forces to come to registered gun owners' houses and demand that they relinquish their weapons to these task forces. That's what she wants to do, which sounds oddly enough like a playbook right out of Nazi Germany. First, you destroy their history, you disrupt their learning, schooling, you create false narratives, and then you come after their ability to defend themselves, guns, any other kind of weapon. I mean, they always say know your history so you don't repeat it, but are we not almost repeating our history right now? At least jeez. Sorry about that. That's Flo talking to her daughter, and I'm in the conversation. What?
I didn't realize.
No, the phone buzzes. It goes. Bzz, bzz. And so on the tape, it probably is going to sound really loud because it's internal. But anyway. All right. Well, geez, I went from 12 people down to 8. Isn't that fun? Somebody must be going live right now. And like today, I put out a video and I explained. I can't find a great day because it seems like everybody's live on every day of the freaking week. It's either Tony Patriot, Pete the Patriot, or somebody. I mean, Pete is on live every day, probably 2 and 3 times a day. I don't think he ever leaves his house. But as I stated in my video, I can't compete against the PTP, man. I can't. I don't have that following. I don't have that massive support like he has. I mean, that man just comes on for 10 seconds and he's got, 100 people. Hey, it's PTP. I like Pete. I really do. I think he's awesome. I'm so glad I found his channel. And he'll tell you this is true. When I first started watching him, he had a phone number that you could call. I don't know if he still has that phone number. But I watched 3 or 4 of his videos, and I called that number. And I told him, hey, I'm on YouTube too, and I follow you, and I really like what you do. I like what he does. I think I like his style. So if you don't know who Pete the Patriot is, if you're not watching him, look him up. He's a good guy. Also look up Tony Patriot. There's another guy, massive following. It's another guy I couldn't hold either one of these guys' jock straps. Mostly because they wouldn't want me to. But I can't pull in that kind of viewership. I'd like to someday. I'm holding steady. I mean, I think since YouTube came out and they started to screw with people getting subscribers, I've held steady at 1,150, I think it is, for months on end now. I just can't crack over that 1,150. I was at 1160 something, and then I lost like 20 or 10 people like in one day. And it's like, are you kidding me? 10 people decided I'm not going to watch this bozo anymore at the same time? I think it's YouTube. I think they slap you down a little bit to scare you, to get you to kind of, I better stop what I'm doing. I better not say that. See, I don't care. I really don't care because I don't make any money off this. I'm not like these other guys. I would love to, but I don't have the watch hours. I need the watch hours. I think the last time I checked, I was at like 26 or 2,700. I think you need 4,000. I mean, I was pushing this thing last year heavy because I really wanted to make it a go, and then I got the job, and then that kind of took me away from it, and I kind of petered out there for a while. But it's been fun. I'm enjoying this, and I really enjoy having you guys here with me tonight. Considering it's lost quite a bit. I'm down to 7 now, but that's okay. And with that being said, I will talk to everybody later. Hope you watch the vice presidential debate tonight. Get a kick out of Kamala Dumb Harris. Some of the stupid shit she's going to say, because I guarantee you she's going to say some stupid shit. She's going to say some stupid shit. And I mean, it's going to be grand stupid shit. Where you go, did she just say really stupid shit? Yeah, I think she just said really stupid shit. It's going to be kind of stupid shit that you don't even hear in a bar from a drunk. Because she's going to make some stupid analogy or some stupid comparison to Biden and Trump. And why do the Democrats want to paint Trump as being this evil Marxist dictator, Nazi, rolled into one? But yet they want to paint Biden as being, the ever so loving grandfather figure. He loves everybody. And there goes the phone again. But what are you going to do? So once again, just reminding I'm back up to 8 now. The 8 remaining people out here. If you follow Sam Tampa, also Sam Neal now, he changed his channel name again. Stop changing your goddamn channel name. It's Sam Neal, but he went by Sam Tampa. He is going to be here with me this coming Saturday. I'm gonna promote the hell out of this for the remainder of the days, 3 days left. But he's gonna be here. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna get his point of view on what a 21-year-old college student is going through with this coronavirus crap. Going to get his views on political life, life in general, what it's like to be 21 in the year 2020. I was 20 back in the 80s, so we all had fun because we were either all doing drugs or we were banging each other. That's the style of life I grew up in. I don't know about you guys. We didn't worry about texting our friends because we couldn't, because we didn't have that. We didn't have cell phones. That's why I remember the first time I had a cell phone and somebody called me and they said, "Hey, are you home?" And I immediately harkened back to when we had a landline phone. And I remember people say, they call you and go, "Are you home?" Well, I answered the phone, didn't I, dumbass? My phone doesn't go anywhere. It stays on the wall, okay? As you can tell by the 40-foot cord that attaches the phone base to the phone handle, which those things always looked like hell, did they not? And you always had that one kid in the family who had to stretch that phone cord through 3 rooms, out the back door, back around to the front of the garage, and then sit in the corner of the garage talking to somebody for hours. In my house, that was my one stepsister of my dad's second marriage. Yeah, my dad liked to get around. She used to always take the phone and be like, where is she? Where's Janie? Oh, there she is. Follow the yellow cord, because our phone was yellow. Why would you want a yellow phone? I don't know, but that's the way it was. So once again, Sam Tampa is going to be here this Saturday. I believe he's going to be bringing Miranda. So if she's here, we'll get her piping in here a little bit. But it's going to be primarily just me and Sam. I think it's going to be a very interesting show. I really hope that you guys come, and I'll be giving details on time. It's going to be definitely this Saturday, which is what is Saturday? The 11th? Today's the 7th?
I don't know.
The 10th. The 10th? Is it the 10th, right? Saturday. This coming Saturday.
This Saturday is the 10th.
Okay, I was right. The 10th. So this Saturday, the 10th, he's going to be here. So please, if you could, come by, support him, support me having him here. He is really, really a good kid. He really is. There's a lot of 21-year-olds in this world that I would just love to put my foot up their ass. And I think Sam has come from a very conservative upbringing. So therefore, I think he's got his head on straight. If I can make it for him, I will do my best. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, you have 2 of those kids too. Okay. Sorry, I lost my comments for a while. And they just came back at the last minute here, so I'm going through them real quick to see if I didn't forget. Still alive? How you? He's talking to you. Speaking of Booger Girl, Booger Girl is doing good. Booger Girl is doing absolutely phenomenal in school. We are extremely, extremely proud of her.
She made the dean's list.
She made the dean's list, and in a good way. She's never stopped amazing me. When I first met her, now remember, she was 6. The only thing I wanted her to do was leave me alone. And then I started to get to know her, and then we started watching Nickelodeon a lot together. We would watch those kids programs. She would explain them to me as to what was going on, because half the times I didn't even know. Like one show we used to watch, it's about a kid in school. What was it? Somebody's rules of school, and these were like 8th grade kids. And at this time, she was at the Jimmy Dean's list. No, she's not on the Jimmy Dean's list. She's on the Dean's list. There ain't no Jimmy list. It's just the Dean's list. So I was on the Dean's list. It was a watch list. It was watch those assholes. It's like she has, I forget what her grade point average is right now, but it's extremely up there. And I always tease her and I always tell her, I had a 3.4 or a 3.5 when I was in high school, and that was about how many days out of the week I would show up, I should say. Wait. Here. Okay, well, that's a relief to hear. You both did a fantastic job of raising a strong-willed and free-minded child. I'm happy for it. Thank you, sir. Yes, that was the one thing that I have always thought. I can't. I'm one of those guys. I can't have kids. I cannot make babies. Okay. God gave me an awesome 6-shooter, but he forgot to give me bullets. But a lot of women have enjoyed the
He gave
6-shooter.
you bullets. He gave you blanks.
He gave me blanks. That's a good analogy. He gave me blanks. Okay. It still shoots. It just don't hurt nobody. Well, it hurts people, but different ways. Bragging on myself. I have to because nobody else will. So I have to make myself feel good. It's like the other day I was in the shower and I was getting out of the shower and I was standing in the bathroom and I was drying off and Lisa was standing there staring at me. She's looking up and down and I told her, I said, quit undressing me with your eyes. That's a joke grenade. Think about it.
You call it a joke.
I call it a joke. And that's oddly enough, that's the same word she used at me as me when I was standing there naked in front of her. Something is a joke. I forget exactly what it was, but all I know is I spent the next 2 hours in a fetal position in the corner of the room crying. With her coming in every 5 minutes going, you pussy. We have a great relationship. We really do. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't kick me, but she did call me a pussy. But she never kicks me. She does call me a pussy. All right, well, I thought for sure there'd be a comment from her, but I guess there isn't. So
Everyone knows the answer to that.
everyone knows the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that.
Wow, you really are stupid.
I am stupid. Hey, I'll be the first one to admit that, man. I'm a 100% child of 70s public school. Okay? Back when the teachers were like, dude, all right, you tried real hard. You only got one question, but don't worry, I'm going to pass you anyway, man, because it's the 70s, dude. Nobody failed in the 70s. Nobody. Not my school. Because half the teachers were out in the parking lot getting high with us. And then when the other teachers that didn't like marijuana would come out there, they'd pretend that they were busting us. All right, I'm going to write you up. God damn it, you little shit smoking marijuana in the parking lot. That teacher would leave and they go, okay, I'm going to just rip this up. Don't worry about it. We had a photography teacher. He was 26 years old. Okay, we're 17, 16. He informs us that if we want to smoke weed, to do it in the development room of the photography class because there's a vent pipe that goes straight to the ceiling. And it's extremely strong to pull all the chemicals out. Go in there. The red light's trippy. This is the shit I grew up with. Okay? On top of that, being around the people I was around, so it's an interesting life. And it's probably why I am the way I am. So, probably the way I look is because of these people. And so, probably because I'm a kid from the 70s. So I was 10 years old in 71. 10. And I remember some crazy shit in the 70s that we used to see in our neighborhood alone. Because we lived in a crazy-ass neighborhood. Crazy. Example, 2 kids who were in their late teens ran away from their parents' house, and they lived at the back of the subdivision. And I remember there was cops with dogs and police with flashlights all running around the entire subdivision, and they finally found them. And oddly enough, they were hunkered down in our backyard. We had this little shed in the backyard. They hid in there, and they found them in our backyard. So, but, it's the way things are. But one last reminder, I'm going to get out of here then because I've been out for an hour and 8, and I only want to go an hour. But next Saturday, the 10th, Sam Tampa is going to be here. He's going to be sitting right here. Just pretend this is him. So I say, hey, Sam, how are you? I'm doing good. No, I'm not under the influence of anything. You're not? No. I'm just having fun. Sam Tampa next Saturday. He's going to be here with me. Everybody, please stop by. You'll be seeing in the community page, on my community page, at what time. And I'm sure it's going to be great. It's going to be a good show. I'm going to try to get a good hour in with him, and we're going to get the actual feelings of what it's like to be in your 20s during this crap that's going on around us. I'm in my late 50s, and I can barely handle this shit. I want to strangle the fuck out of everybody I see. I'm sick of our work, the corporation and their stupid rules. Oh, take this sanitary. Take this Clorox rag once a day and go wipe down the stuff we use in the warehouse. Our warehouse is 30,000 square fucking feet. I'm going to walk around and wiping down stuff. When they tell me to do it, I have to literally, honest to God, I have to take the cleaning, the disinfection rag that they give us. It's a Clorox, you pull them out. I have to take one and walk outside. As soon as I walk outside, it goes in the garbage. I'm not doing that. Don't people realize that the fact that the reason people are getting sick again is because they've sanitized their lives into this clean room hell? You got people on Facebook, these rich assholes, just stay home, do your part. Well, I don't have a couple $1 million in the bank. I'm not living in a mansion. I don't have a personal chef downstairs who can make me whatever I want. Okay? If I want something, I have to make it myself. If I want to live a decent life, I have to work. That's just the way life is, man. And then there's this woman I used to follow on Facebook. She did videos called Help Helen Smash. Now those videos were funny. That was an original idea. Well, she's since gone away from that. Now she's an influencer. Okay, her videos have sucked. She actually has stayed locked in her house with her husband Steven for 6 months and their newborn baby. How do you do that? How do you do that? I don't know. But this whole pandemic thing is really affecting a lot of people, and it's affecting a lot of people negatively. Mental health issues, crime, stuff like that. You have people sitting at home, don't know how they're going to feed their family. And they're supposed to just stay home, wear a mask, do your part, be a good citizen. What does me wearing a mask have to be with make me a good citizen? How is that making me a good citizen? Because I'm a sheep and I'm going to just step right in line with the rest of the idiots and mask up and glove up? We have people that come into our work, I'm kidding you not, to pick up stuff. They have surgical gloves up to here, mask, their heads are wrapped in some sort of bubble wrap, they've got a shield on, and they don't want you to walk near them. Set it on the ground. I'll pick it up over there. Well, what about the germs that are on the box or on the equipment, you moron? And it's just stupidity. So we're going to get the views of a 21-year-old who's in college and what he says what this world is like for them, that age. Because I think a lot of us older Americans, we forget what these kids are going through. Now, some of these kids are really strong, and some of them have the capacity to get through this. Miranda is one of them. Sammy Neal, he's another one. They understand, they know, this is bullshit, but they have to do what they have to do because otherwise their education is going to be messed with, and nobody wants that. And see, that's the thing that pisses me off is when they did this lockdown in March, and Miranda was home for spring break, and she didn't go back until the next goddamn year, until what was it, August? Why? And it's real simple. You know why? It's real simple. Because there's a bunch of pussy goddamn parents out there going, oh, my baby's going to get sick. I don't want him to go to that school. Can you do online? That's another joke. Online teaching. And the teachers here in Pasco County who want to go online, they want full salaries, but they only want to work a couple classes. Maybe 3-4 hours. But they want full salaries. These bloated freaking salaries that these teachers down here get. Okay? $50,000, $60,000 a year they're making. And they don't want, some of them don't even want to come to the school because they have the option. Brick and mortar and online teaching or learning. And some of these teachers won't even show up to the school because their lives are at risk. How is your life at risk when you are the same person who's going to Walmart every weekend? Or Home Depot? or any of these places that apparently the coronavirus stays away from. And plexiglass. Thank God for the miracle of plexiglass and its ability to decipher a regular virus and the coronavirus. Apparently, the coronavirus has a deep-hated fear of plexiglass because down here in Florida, it's everywhere. You can't talk to anybody in a store without a goddamn piece of plexiglass right there in front of your face. And then they got the mask on. So, is there anything else that you want to find in the store today? And you're like, what? And they go, I said, is there anything else we can store? What are you saying? Get that fucking face condom off your puss so we can understand you. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane what this world has turned into. All right. Next Saturday, join me. We'll see you guys later. Bye.